What is up? It's time to take a look at Emmanuel Rodriguez, the Twins' pretty much consensus number 3 prospect behind Walker Jenkins and Brooks Lee. Here you see him hitting a home run during spring training last year. Such a young guy, got some looks at spring training. That was really fun on the road. And then, a huge early season moment for him, a walk-off grand slam in Cedar Rapids' home opener. You see he had the red hair. The thing I think about with this guy is his smile. And, of course, it's easy to smile when you hit a walk-off grand slam. But this guy's always just got great energy, a big smile. He's always firing up his teammates. He seems like a really fun guy to be around. Here are some highlights of him just destroying the Dodgers affiliate in the Midwest League Championship Series. Hits a home run with his team down, is trying to rile the boys up. They end up coming back in this one, and he adds a second home run for some insurance runs in the 9th inning. So 2-homer game in Game 1 of the Midwest League Championship Series. There's that energy I was talking about. He was a monster in that series. It was a 3-game series. He was 4 for 11 with 3 walks, 3 home runs, a stolen base, 4 runs, and 7 runs batted in a 3-game series. Speaking of grand slams, this was the deciding Game 3. He hit a grand slam in the 2nd inning of that one to put Cedar Rapids up big. Huge. And they eventually won the Midwest League Championship. They were actually up for Minor League Team of the Year for Baseball America. I think they were the runner-up in that award. So one of the best minor league baseball teams of the year. And you see, he was out there in center to catch the final out of the season and just started losing his mind. Just a super fun guy, big smile on his face. You can see here he's at the bottom there. A character, an absolute character, this guy. I'm guessing his teammates absolutely love him. But on the right of the screen, you'll see I'm going to show you a bunch of his home runs. I think his power is actually kind of underrated at this point because all the talk so much about is his plate discipline, and that's legit. But get a load of some of these home runs. But if you want to compare him to someone in the organization, Edouard Julien is a very easy comp because look at these numbers on the left side. This is comparing what Rodriguez did in Cedar Rapids last year to what Julien did in Cedar Rapids when he was there in 2021. And the big difference is Erod, it was 20. It was his age 20 season, and Julien was in his age 22 season. And, also keep in mind, Julien is kind of a guy that is stretched even at second base. We'll see where his defensive home ends up. Emmanuel Rodriguez is a center fielder for now, at least. I do think he's more likely to end up in a corner, but it's not completely out of question that he can stick in center field. So this is a much better athlete. Look at how similar. It's pretty remarkable that both of these guys coming through the system in just a 3-year span almost put up the exact same numbers. And I know a lot of people are concerned about the swing and miss and the strikeouts, but look at that. Almost the identical strikeout rate in the Midwest League as Edouard Julien. And, he strikes out, gets deep into counts, but he's a guy who's learning how to kind of become more aggressive or pick his spots, Julien that is. So I think there's a lot of hope that Rodriguez is going to do that. And, of course, him being so young, he's only going to get stronger. These are a couple of pretty big physical maturation years coming up for him. He's going to get bigger and stronger. So that's exciting in terms of his power potential. But that's just a remarkable how close they were. And then to talk about that walk rate, it might be even understated how good he is at plate discipline because this was out of all of minor league baseball. Anybody with 300 or more plate appearances that was a sample of more than 1,000. Emmanuel Rodriguez had the 4th highest walk rate. And here are his numbers so far. You can see consistently over 2 years younger than league average. Twins have been fairly aggressive with him. 16 homers in just 99 games, 20 stolen bases, 863 OPS. Guy's off to a great start into his career. Really excited to see what's to come from him. Such a fun player.